Welcome to Yoga for Kayaking. My name is Anna Levesque, founder of Girls at Play and Mind Body Paddle. In this 30-minute segment, we'll focus on gentle postures for beginners, or for anyone who wants a very gentle yoga practice. Please remember to consult a medical professional before starting any yoga routine, and please be mindful of your body. If you feel any pain, numbness, or tingling, please stop and rest. Remember to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose throughout the whole sequence. Let's begin. We're going to start by sitting cross-legged on our mat. If you have a difficult time sitting cross-legged directly on your mat, take a few blankets and stack them, and then sit with your sit bones on the blankets and your feet on the floor. This should help you sit up nice and tall and sit more comfortably. Once you've taken your seat, go ahead and close your eyes, draw your shoulders back. Feel the grounding of your sit bones, and let that help you to rise up through the spine and through the crown of the head. And draw the shoulders back, and bring your attention to the path of the breath through the body. Taking full inhalations and full exhalations. In and out through the nose. Relax the face. Inhale to lift your arms up to the sky, look up, and exhale, right hand comes down to the floor as you hinge to the right for a big side stretch. Inhale, back to center, both arms up. And exhale, left hand comes down as you hinge to the left. Inhale, come back to center and look up. And exhale, right hand down, hinge to the right. Inhale to bring that right arm back up. And exhale, left arm down, hinge to the left. Inhale, back to center, look up. And exhale, right hand down. We're going to hold the side stretch here for a few breaths. Breathing into your intercostal muscles on your left side. Using your right hand against the floor to ground your left sit bones even more for a deeper stretch. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale to lift that right arm up, look up, reach up, and exhale, other side, hinging to the left. Use the left hand against the floor to ground your right sit bones. Stretching up through the intercostal muscles all the way through the tips of the right fingers. Turn your attention to the breath. Inhale to come up, reach up, and exhale, take your hands behind you on the floor. Fingertips can be pointed forward or back. Press your hands into the floor, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades back for a simple back bend. Breathing all the way up to the collarbone as if you could send air there. Release the pose on an exhalation and inhale the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center and look up. And exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back to center, look up, reach up. And exhale, twist to the right. And inhale, both arms up. And exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center, arms up, look up. Exhale, other side. Holding the twist. Right hand behind you on the floor, left hand on the right knee. As you inhale to lift through the spine and exhale to twist a little deeper. Bringing your attention back to the breath, relaxing the face. Inhale to come up, arms up to the sky. Exhale, twist other side. Left arm behind you, right hand on the left knee. As you inhale to lengthen through the spine and exhale to twist a little deeper. Deep and easy breathing here in this twist. Inhale to come back to center, reach the arms up, and exhale, hands come behind you on the floor. As you squeeze the shoulder blades back, lift the sternum, open the throat, and look up, coming into another simple back bend. Breathing into the chest. This back bend is great for the shoulders. Exhale to release the pose and switch the cross of your legs. Take both hands on either knee and start doing nice circles with the hips with the upper body. Let your head get heavy as the circles get bigger and bigger. Releasing the neck. The next time you come back around to the front, stay here for a simple forward fold, bringing the forearms in front of you. Releasing the head and the neck. You may even want to do a few neck rolls here or move your head from side to side. Grounding your sit bones. Inhale to come up. Switch the cross of your legs. And start doing circles with your torso in the other direction. Start small and then get bigger. Let your head get heavy as you come forward. The next time you come around to the front, pause there, bring your forearms out in front of you for a nice forward fold. Again, releasing the head and the neck. This is a great stretch for the spine. Relax the face and turn your attention to the breath. Inhale to come up. Take your hands behind you, feet in front, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Take your right ankle just above your left knee. Take your hands on the floor behind you, lift your hips, take your tailbone back and set your sit bones back down on the floor. This is an outer thigh stretch for the right hip. Squeezing the shoulder blades to lift the chest, flexing the right foot and spreading the right toes. Breathe into that outer right hip. Release the pose and come to the other side. Left ankle right above the right knee. Lift the hips, take your tailbone back and place your hips back down on the floor. Left toes are spread, chest is lifted, and breathe into the left hip. Release the pose. Place both feet flat on the mat. Cross your legs and roll over onto all fours, hands and knees. Spreading the fingers, beautiful. And then press your hips back towards your heels, coming into child's pose. In this child's pose, we're going to keep our arms in front, releasing the head and the neck, and breathing into the back body. So drawing the breath into the low back and through the back ribs, all the way up to the shoulder blades. and all the way back down the body. Inhale to come to all fours, hands and knees. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders, lift the hips and look up. And exhale, round the spine like Halloween cat, tuck the chin. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders and lift the hips, look up. And exhale to round the spine. Flexions and extensions of the spine, very good for back health. Coming back to neutral, extend the right foot back, toes on the floor. Explore some movement here in this right hip by pressing the heel back, drawing the hip down and up, and then pause here for a breath. Take your left toes out to the side, take your right foot down to the mat, and open up by extending your right arm up towards the ceiling for tripod. Breathing here. And draw that right arm right by your right ear for a big, long side stretch from the right foot all the way through the right fingertips. Turn your chest a little bit more up towards the sky. And exhale, release, bring the hand down, come back to all fours. Curl the toes under and press back into child's pose with the toes curled under. This is a great stretch for the feet, very helpful for plantar fasciitis. Breathing into the back body. Inhale to come forward to hands and knees. Take your left foot back and roll the hip up and then down. Press the heel back for a calf stretch. Just explore that left hip. And then take the right toes out to the side. Extend the left arm up to the ceiling. Left foot is on the floor as you come into tripod. Breathing into the side body and into the chest. And draw that left arm right by your left ear for a big side stretch from the outer left foot all the way through the left fingertips. Bringing your attention back to the breath. Exhale to come down to all fours. Curl your toes under and press your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Move and groove here in your down dog by bending one knee and then the other, maybe lifting one hip and then the other. This is a great pose for hamstring stretch, also for the shoulders. Take a breath here. Inhale to shift into plank and draw the knees down to the floor. Take a seat and roll onto your back. Take your knees bent, feet flat on the mat, and walk your feet wider than the mat distance apart. On your next exhalation, draw both knees over to the right and extend your left arm up above your head, resting on the floor. This is a wonderful stretch for the left hip flexor. So breathe into that left hip flexor as if you could send air there. And if you don't feel that you have enough of a stretch in your left hip flexor, walk your left foot further to the left. If you feel any tension in your left knee, you can flex your left foot and spread your left toes. From here, allow yourself to get heavy with deep inhalations and full exhalations. As you draw your knees up to the center, keep your feet wide. You may need to adjust them slightly, and draw both knees over to the left. With your right arm extended, resting on the floor, relax the face, sinking into this nice stretch for the right hip flexor. And if you need more of a stretch, you can walk your right foot more towards the right. And if you feel any tension in your right knee, you can flex your foot and spread your toes. Always coming back to the breath. Breath is what allows us to create space in our body and space in between our thoughts. Inhale the knees back to center, feet on the floor. Walk your feet closer to your hips. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling and clasp behind your right thigh. You can stay here with your left knee bent, or you can choose to extend your left leg flat on the floor for a deeper stretch. You can do some ankle rolls in one direction and then the other. Pause here, extending that right heel towards the ceiling. You can do some more ankle rolls if that feels good to you, or simply pause in the pose. Release the right leg, allow it to float down to the floor, and then bend both knees, place both feet on the floor. Take your left heel, left foot up towards the ceiling, clasp behind the left thigh, and breathe into that left hamstring. You can choose to extend your right leg flat on the floor if that feels good to you, and you can do some nice ankle rolls in your left ankle. And once you've switched directions, you can pause and lengthen that left heel up towards the ceiling. Always coming back to the path of the breath through the body. Release the leg, allow it to float down to the floor. Bend both knees, place both feet flat on the mat. Walk your feet close to your hips. Walk your shoulder blades underneath you. Inhale, press your feet into the floor and lift your hips just a little, and then bring them back to the floor. Inhale, press your feet into the floor and lift a little higher. And exhale, hips back down to the floor. And again, inhale, press the feet into the floor, lift even higher if that feels good to you. And exhale, hips back down to the floor. Inhale, press the feet into the floor to lift the hips to your highest level that feels good to you. Walk your shoulder blades under, elbows are pressing into the floor as your fingertips point up towards the ceiling for bridge pose. Breathing here in bridge pose. Press the back of the head into the floor to lengthen the cervical spine. And turn your attention to the breath. Exhale to come down. Draw your knees into your chest and take the soles of your feet for happy baby pose. Maybe roll around here. Nice stretch for the low back and the hips. Release happy baby. Place your feet flat on the floor. Inhale to lift your hips and draw them over to the left side of your mat. To then draw your knees to the right for a simple reclined twist. You can use your right hand on your left knee to deepen the twist, or extend both arms out from your shoulders. Turning your attention to the breath. Inhale the knees back to center. Place the feet flat on the mat. Lift the hips and draw them all the way over to the right side of the mat as you draw your knees to the left, coming into reclined twist, other side. And breathing, following the path of the breath through the body, noticing the thought in your mind, and turning your attention to the breath, letting the thought go, coming into the present moment. Inhale the knees back to center. Place your feet on the floor to center your hips in the center of your mat, to then hug your knees into your chest. You can draw your forehead towards your knees. And then release everything for relaxation pose. Palms are facing up, hands not too far, not too close to you. Legs allowed to externally rotate as you completely relax. If you feel discomfort in your low back, you can always roll a blanket up and place it underneath your knees, or use a pillow underneath your knees. Take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth with a little sigh, relaxing completely. Become the observer of your breath, the observer of your body, the observer of your thoughts. We'll stay in relaxation for a few minutes, allowing the benefits to our kayaking muscles to sink in as we stretch the shoulders and the hips and the side body and the hamstrings. So enjoy this relaxation. Start taking deeper breaths, bringing movement to your body with fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Take a nice stretch with the arms overhead from fingers to toes, and then hug the knees into the chest. Roll over onto your right side and take a breath there, moving slowly and mindfully. Press yourself up into a comfortable cross-legged seated position, closing the eyes, sitting nice and tall, hands wherever they feel comfortable, on your thighs or in front of your heart in prayer position. Curl your lips up into a little smile and hold the thought of gratitude in your heart for something, someone that you're grateful for. Maybe kayaking. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.